Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Your opinion is very important. Also, please hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever a new video drops. Then you could go back and watch it when you have time. Okay, so this is just a real quick video I wanted to do. I had an experience yesterday with the East LA Sheriff's Department, right? One of many throughout my life, needless to say. And so I'm traveling up Atlantic Boulevard, headed to go pick up some food. I already called for my food. I'm on my way to go pick it up. And I see the sheriff's in my rearview mirror, right? But I'm not tripping, you know. I don't have nothing to worry about. And they lit me up, you know. And I'm like, what the hell, you know, like, what's this all about, you know? So I pull over. You know, they came with their guns drawn out and everything, asking me to put my hands outside of the car, asking if there was anybody in the back seat. And then came over to the side of the car, and I told the officer that was on my side, because there was two of them. One went to the passenger because I had a passenger with me, and one came to my side. So I asked the one on my side, "Hey man, what's going on?" He says, "You know you have a tail light that's out." I says, "No, I didn't know. I didn't." He goes, "Yeah, well that's why I pulled you over." I said, "Oh yeah, okay. So what's up? What do you need?" He says, "Well, you have a driver's license, a valid driver's license, insurance?" I go, "Yeah, I got both." I go, "You want to see them?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to reach in my pocket and get that." So he's watching me. I take my driver's license out. I go to the glove, going towards the glove compartment. He says, "Here, that's all right. Just give me your ID." And he takes the ID from my hand and he pops my door open. He goes, I have a beer in my beer holder, right? But it's closed. I had just bought it." And he says, "Oh, you got yourself some chelas, huh?" And after that, I go, "Yeah, I bought me a beer right now. And I'm trying to go pick up my food before my beer gets hot and my food gets cold, you know." He goes, "Well, this shouldn't take long." He says, "Step out of the car." So I got out of the car, and he turns me around and, you know, searches me and puts my hands behind my back and cuffs me, right? And I told him, "Hey, what, I'm under arrest or what?" He goes, "No, you're just being detained right now." I go, "Detained for what? You know, for my tail light or what?" And he goes, "Look, just come on over and have a seat in the back of the car. I'm going to run your ID real quick. Everything should be okay." So he opens the back door of the car, and I climb in, and he goes back to the vehicle, right? And I look on the screen, because they have a computer, you know, inside the front seat they have a computer, and I see my name, you know, and the vehicle registered to me, blah blah blah. But it goes further to say other things, you know, bunch of stuff with my name on it, right? So he goes back and now he's talking to the passenger, right? Well, when I pulled over and they were barely getting off the car, the passenger told me that he had something on him. He had some crap on him, right? And I told him, "Man, don't even worry about it. They don't care. You know, they'll give it back to you. They're not tripping on that, you know." I guess he had something for himself, personal, you know. I go, they're not going to care about that. He was all scared, right? And he hid it in the car on his side, right? I told him, "You know what's up if they find that, right?" And he goes, yeah, don't worry. So they're right there and they're talking to him. They're spending a lot of time talking with this guy, right? Sitting in the back car. You know, I'm trying to hear, but I can't, you know. Anyways, the other officer, the one that went to the passenger side, who I hadn't talked to yet, comes over to the car, he opens the door and he climbs in. And he has my partner's ID and he's typing and stuff. And he goes, "Hey, so what's up, Camacho?" He says, "So what's up with your brother?" I go, "My brother?" He goes, "Yeah, Sleepy." I go, "Man, Sleepy's not my brother, you know." He goes, "Oh, everybody thought that he was your brother." I go, "Man, he just was telling you guys that, just fucking with you guys, you know." I go, "We're not brothers." He goes, "Well, you know, what's happening with Sleepy? You know, where's he at?" I go, "Man, you got a piece of paper and a pen so I could draw you a map, you know?" And he turned around and he looked at me. I go, "Man, you guys are too much, man. Don't ask me about nobody but myself," I told him, you know. You have a question for me pertaining to me, I don't have a problem answering you guys. He goes, "Man, why all the attitude?" I go, "You know what? I'm on my way to go pick up food. You pull me over for a tail light, give me a ticket. You know, but you have me sitting in here in this back of this hot car with the windows up. You know, I just took a shower. I thought I was gonna eat comfortably, and you know, like you guys are fucking up my whole plan, you know." He goes, "Oh, don't worry, man. As long as you don't have nothing, you should be all right." He goes, "Oh, you mind if we check your car?" I go, "Go ahead. Go ahead. You could check it." I go, "If you want to open the trunk, you got to push the button over here. You can this and that." I go, "Just one thing, man. Don't fucking break my car," I told him. I go, "Every time you guys pull me over, you guys fucking break I have panels hanging out and, you know, all my under wires hanging and shit." I says, "You could search the dog shit out of it. You could call a canine. I don't care. But don't fucking break my car, you know. Those parts are expensive on that car." He goes, "Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. We're not going to fuck your car up, you know." I don't have no badass ride or anything, man. But the car's expensive, you know, to fix. Very expensive. And they go back and they're searching the car and all of this shit. But they have my partner just standing out there, you know. They're both searching the car and he's just standing out. If he wanted to, he could have ran off, you know. So he comes back and I see him trying to mess with the trunk. He can't get the trunk open. So he comes over. "How do you open the trunk?" I go, "God damn it, man. Just this and that. Push the button and fuck, man. Come on, man." So they go and they open the trunk and they look through it a little bit and then they're standing there talking to each other, you know. So the one that had went to my partner's side at first comes back to the car, you know, and he gets back in and he goes, "Hey, so you still have your motorcycle?" I go, "Man, what do you care about if I have my motorcycle or not?" He goes, "I'm just asking, dude. You know, you don't have to get an attitude with me." I go, "Look, man, you're searching my car like if I've done something. You know, I've been off the radar for at least the last 5 years, man. I'm sure you guys know that. You don't see me no more. Like, what's up with this, you know?" He goes, No, you know, we're just doing our job." I go, "Are you done doing your job so I can leave?" You know, he goes, "Yeah, right now, you could go. We're gonna let you go. Don't worry." So he gets off, talks to his partner. His partner comes and lets me out of the car, takes the handcuffs off, right? So I'm getting the stuff off of the car. We get in the car and we're leaving, and my partner goes to get his dope, and his dope's right there, right there on the floor, you know. Yeah, they found it. They didn't care. They just threw it right there, you know. They didn't drop anything or nothing. It's all right there. So he goes, "Trip out." I go, "I told you they don't care about that, you know." He goes, "Yeah, they were asking me where the gun was." I go, "Where the gun?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "They were asking me where I hid the gun, where you hid the gun, you know." And I go, "What did you tell him?" He goes, "Well, I don't know anything about no gun, you know. I don't think he has no gun, you know." And it kind of like irritated me, but I couldn't really blame him, you know. The last time that I got caught with my homeboy that they thought was my brother, they found a gun in the car, you know. They broke, it was his car, he was driving, I was sitting in the passenger, but they broke the car looking for that gun and they found it. Then about 2 weeks later, they raided my house, and yeah, they found a gun in my house, you know, which has been that was at least 5 years ago, you know, maybe longer. So okay, you know, I can't fault them for that, right? But there's been other times, man, where they act like idiots. And the reason why I'm talking about this is I seen that guy Droops from Highland Park, and he had said something today on a broadcast that he was on, and he says, you know what? It feels good when you know that you're not doing anything, and the cops try to mess with you. You could be yourself. You know, you don't have to be all like worried. I hope they don't find this. I hope they don't. You know, I hope they don't take me for that. You know, and it's true, because one time I was sitting in a market where we used to hang around. It was a restaurant and a meat market and also like a store, right? And the cops had chased somebody in there, and like there was cops standing all around. And this young girl, she must have been about 13, 14 years old, walks past the cops. And this cop, man, just looks at her as she's passing and like undressing her with his eyes. And he goes, you know? And I was sitting down and I heard him. I told him, hey, man, what the fuck you doing? He goes, who you talking to? I go, to you, asshole. I says, man, that little girl's only like 14, 15 years ago. So why don't you mind your business? It is my fucking business. You're supposed to be working for the people to keep them safe, and you're out here fucking undressing that little girl with your eyes. I go, look at her. She was paying for her stuff at the register. Look at her. She's a little girl, man. What the fuck's wrong with you, you fucking weirdo? You know, this is a East LA sheriff that I'm talking to, right? But I know I was clean. I know I didn't do nothing wrong, and he did, you know? And I called him on it in front of his partner. And his partner, he didn't even wink, man. He was acting like he couldn't hear nothing, you know? So, you know, he goes, man, why don't you just sit there and shut the fuck up? I go, why don't you shut the fuck up? I go, I don't know why your partner don't fucking tell you something, man. If you were my partner, I'd fucking bitch slap you for fucking looking at a little girl like that. It's just the way they behave. The way I think and feel is they want to get out of line. I'm going to get out of line too, especially if I don't have no problems. Nothing for them to arrest me for. You know, one time I was walking out of my house with my lady. She had some shorts on. It was summertime. And these East LA sheriff's deputies are driving by. And the driver's like looking at her, and he whistled, you know. And I'm like, fuck you, fucking puto, trampa. They're driving by, right? And he hits the brakes and he starts stopping. And I'm sticking the finger at him and I'm telling him, you know, F you. You know, what's up, you know? So my lady's going, shh, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing. I don't give a shit. You know, they're just going to come by and disrespect you and me like that? And I'm talking loud, you know, and they're backing up. He goes, what did you say? I said, you heard what I said, asshole. What are you doing whistling at my lady for, man? He goes, what, I can't whistle? I go, I don't give a fuck who you're whistling at. But you see her walking out with me? No, you can't. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, you're supposed to be fucking working right now. You got your badge on and shit. And you're going to act like a fucking homie or a disrespectful vato in the street? Fuck you. You know, I go, either get off the car, do what you're going to do, or get the fuck out of here. You know? And he turns around and he looks at his partner, and his partner's telling him, let's just go. Let's just, like, shine him on, right? And he's like, he doesn't want to, and he's like debating, and he's moving away slowly. I go, that's right, break it down, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You know? I'm sorry, but they really pissed me off. Because, okay, that day, yesterday when they pulled me over, it was a legitimate stop. I had a bad light. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I may not have liked the way I got treated, you know, but based on my performances in the past and my reputation in the past with them, I can't fault them. You know, they did their job. They kept it respectful. They were even a little patient with me because I was kind of like, you know, I was not enjoying myself, thinking about my beer getting hot and my food getting cold. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a fat boy like that. And but these other two incidences at Los Compadres at the little market and coming out of my house, you know, is an example when you're clean, when you don't got nothing, you're not doing nothing wrong, you know, and they're the ones acting disrespectful to the public and doing things that they're supposed to be protecting the public. Protecting the public, really? Stalking a little 13-year-old girl, and driving by and whistling at girls and shit in shorts, especially with their husbands. Like, come on, you know. But it is what it is, they do what they do. But it's a wonderful thing, man. Not having to worry about nothing, Yeah, I had a tail light. What could happen? Busted tail light, I didn't know the guy had something on him. If it would have been something else, like a weapon or something, they would have found it. He would have had to take the beef. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have said nothing, and if I had to, I would have took it. But when I got out, I would have definitely got at that boy for not stepping up and taking his own responsibility. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's be careful, man. Make sure your lights are working, and you're not driving dirty, because that was an unexpected stop, and any little thing could have got me gaffled up and taken in. That's the last place I want to go, man. Jail's not going to be a good place for me right now. I'm loving it out here. I'm enjoying my wife, my little toys that I have and stuff, my little dogs, my friends, you guys who watch and talk with me in the comment section and everything. All this is worth more to me than sitting in a cell, playing fucking checkers on a sheet, with fucking little pencil squares with oranges turned, orange and upside down white, playing checkers or some stupid shit. All right, man. As always, man, stay strong, stay free. God bless you and your family. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.